Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, and all of you fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 15 on the Piney Acres map. Yay! Episode 15 already on the MT Pockets Challenge. Boy, have I been busy. I'll show you some totals here. We are, grab my mouse, 3,500 trees. We did 500 trees, 500. You guys know how it works. I'm going to get you up in the air and get you going here like this. We got a lot of work to do. So welcome in, welcome in. You can see how much I've cleared. 500 trees, everybody, right in this little section right here. And I started terraforming it, so it's all nice and even flat. So what I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to work in this way, and once we harvest this again, I'm going to terraform it and get it all flat, right up straight through. I'm going to make it as flat as I can. Let's see what it looks like underneath and see if I still have a spot to do that. I might be able to. Anyways, can I get a little bit lower and see underneath the map? Maybe not. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome, and I'm doing fantastic as usual. I mean, I may not terraform that. I don't know, but I am enjoying doing this. This is absolutely awesome because this is completely flat right now. All of this is. So, we just did that. We're going to go over, and we've got some new equipment that we want to show you, and we've got some stuff going on. This is going to be great. Let me get you out of the air. Turn that off and turn this off. 3,500 trees, episode 15. We are rocking and rolling. So we went ahead and sold the other Mack truck, and we bought ourselves a new Mack truck, and we got our 5 million liters. We can put wood chips in here and sell it. We can put anything we want in here and sell it. We also have, what else did we change? That stayed the same. That stayed the same. That stayed the same. Oh, yeah. We went ahead and upgraded our roller to a 20-meter roller. So this can be switched. This is on the in-game mod hub. This is the lizard roller. It can be switched between grass and regular the fields. And it's 20 meters. So we went from 11 meters to 20. We also have an air seeder. This is the Amazon Pruffy Hydro air seeder. So what you do is it is a direct drill. You just drive over it and turn the seeder on. The only disadvantage you have to be careful of is if you have a field next to it, it will seed it. So there's a trick to it. You got to use it. We also have upgraded. The loading wagon was the same, but we also got our trailed windrower back. So with this 20-meter wide, when I mow the Big M500 is 13.7 meters. I put the swath. I can get 2 swaths in it. I can get 26 meters out of one pass. Crazy. So first things we're going to do, as always, as you can see though, we have literally we're down on money again. So we're going to, whoops, that's not what I wanted. I got to get into the other one because we're going to be using that anyways here in a few minutes. There we go. Let's get in here. Lower this down a little bit so we're not on top of the, let's turn this on. So why is that still doing that? There we go. We'll go over here. Do it the long way. There we go. There we go. Turn this auto load on. You can see with 800 sheep, we're getting quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 full pallets. And now with, our eggs, we're starting to make quite a few. So let's see how much money we make off this. But yeah, I was thinking about terraforming that because this is working really well. So once again, like we talked about last episode. So anyways, first of all, and most importantly, welcome and happy Friday, TGIF to you all. Yeah, like we talked about on Wednesday, it's another thing that I added to the map that's absolutely making this map absolutely aesthetically awesome and epic, as I always say. So let's make some money off of our wool. The wool sells really quick. The eggs don't, though. The eggs take forever to sell. So let's see how much we make for this. And then we go over and we got one more. Sorry, had an itch on my nose. Moved my head away from the microphone. And then we got another piece of equipment. So $14,000 so far. We've got a long ways to go with our sheep. Remember that pen holds 20,000 sheep. So, and we've only got 800. So we're gonna start making some decent money. We mowed this field right here off camera. and put it all in there. So I'll show you how much food is in there when we get over here. But our equipment pretty much is ready to go. Our seeder is 42 meters wide. So absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. 500 trees. We went a long ways this time with the trees. I mean, it was crazy how many 500 trees. I'm just ecstatic. We're going to... There we go. Boom. Then, like I said when we first got into the episode today, that this thing here, this holds 5 million liters. And I tried to color it like the class, but it didn't work out too well. This little truck, this Mack truck pack, I'm not going to lie, it's quite peppy. It gets up and goes, and it's got a huge Jake brake to it. But yeah, you can see that. Let's tab over. There it is. There's our new piece of equipment. We have the Volvo EC950EL. Holds 23,000. Right now, we can grab it and put it in here. We officially have 96,000 liters of lime that we can get. So as you can see, not even upgraded, this thing holds a lot of lime and a lot of rocks. So while we're right here real quick, and then we'll start plowing in on our new field. Get this up. As you can see, we can absolutely, this grabs 23,000 at a time. Do I have the bucket collision? No, yes, I do. It's been a while. It took me forever to learn how to go back to using this again. It was crazy. I was like, okay, Fury, you forgot how to use it. It's been forever since I've mined. So just like that, that's 23,000 liters. Then as we get farther away, we'll bring our trailer over and we'll load up the trailer and put it in here. There we go. Just a few. We'll put just a few in here. Now we are actually mining. You believe this? There we go. There's 46,000. We'll do one more. Now, I think I want to try to do this because there's no collision on this. So I think I can do this. Yep. Thought I could do that. That's how I used to do it back in the day. There we go. 3 loads in there at 46, 56, 66, 69 liters, 69,000 liters. I do believe if my math is correct. Yep, it was 69,000. So we're just chipping away at that, making it. The rock powder will sell. The lime will be able to save. We'll bring our trailer over and we can grab it. So let's go back over to here. And first and foremost, now we've got to start plowing in our field. That's what we got to do. Oh, and I think, is it next month that our harvest will be ready? Let's check it. But I am really enjoying the every other day. Gives me a chance to get a break. Ugh, got something in my eye. Hang on a second. There. Sorry. Disadvantage to wearing glasses. Yep, I got 2 more months on this. So this is great. So we'll take the rest of this month. Yeah, when we come back, it'll be February. So we're starting to push through quite a few years now. Let's see. Productivity. Oh, we got to go to this one. Let's see. All right, the chickens, 2 more months and 6 more months. So we got a little ways to go on them. But then once they have their babies, it'll put us at 800 for the thing. Then I'm just going to sell them and start buying it by the 1,000. Same thing with the chickens. They're going to be at 1,600, and then I'm going to buy 2,000. And then we're just going to every month whatever we sell, because now we're at the point where we don't have to. Our tractor is big enough to pull everything that we have, so we don't need to upgrade anymore unless we want to. So we're going to go over here. We got a 10.5 meter plow. I will be maybe upgrading that eventually, but 10.5 meters is still pretty decent size, at least in real life anyways. So I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic, because I am as usual. It's been an awesome week. It's been great. Oh, you know what? That's backwards because I had it on the front putting it away. So we're going to get this back here. There we go. Now we get to create our first flat field. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this set up on the line so we can plow it right in the line right here. Nope, we want to go like this. First of all, I want to go here and make sure this says 10.5 meters, which it does. Okay. Then we want to go here, and I want to shift it over just a little bit. Whoops. Not like that, and then not like that. We're going to go, whoops, we're going to go, let's go right there. And then this, I got to get that switched around, because you do that, you can't, there you go. So we're going to make that line right there, and then we'll add on to it later. So let's get this, and this, drive right down here, and whatever we miss, then we'll just paint it in as a road. So, and then we'll just keep, or maybe we'll just leave it, so that way we can drive it. It'll give us a nice straight line to start, and then we'll just keep adding on to our field. We're going to try to visually make it just about the same size, so we can make it like 4 to 5 acres. And like I said, we'll just paint that little bad boy right in at the end there, so it works. Russell's playing Farm Sim, which is great. This gives us a, which means my road wasn't straight when I made it, but this is absolutely straight. So, yeah, I'll show you what we'll do when we get to the end here. Paint it right in. This is what I like about this map, though, see? And then I've already painted my road in on at the end, and this is absolutely flat, so we don't need any special equipment. If I would have known I could have done that, I would have absolutely just terraformed it right to the edge of the map like that, made that one field completely flat, which we still may. Okay. All right. There's good enough. And then we will get this. Now, I don't know if you can see. Now, this is what I wanted. So I can terraform all the way down there, and it drops right underneath that field. So we might not be able to, well, we could probably flatten it out. Yeah, might be a little bit of a change a little bit. So now that's good. So now let's get out here. Construction, and we're going to go landscaping and painting, boom, and we're going to make this just a little bit wider, and then we're going to, hopefully Fury has a nice straight hand, somewhat. My mouse pad's really super tiny, but I'll show you how we'll fix that. There we go. I'll show you. We'll go right back over that again. Make it nice and pretty. These are all the tricks of the trade, everybody. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back over here. Get this all set up right on the end here. There we go. I should fix this to be even. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. I'm not on the line. There we go. There we go. That'll work. Just to go down this road here, make it nice and square again. And fix it all up. See, we're making a pretty little line now. How did that thing get in the middle? Must be I was moving it. Well, it's a good thing we went back over this line, isn't it? Yep, somehow I must have moved my mouse. Which happens. I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it. As McDonald's would say, I'm loving it. Our little baby farm has taken quite the shape. It doesn't look as big as when we first started. It was massive. There we go. Now we'll come back out this way. And we'll get this right about here. There we go. And off we go for the next row. Perfect. So I think we'll like when we get up, we'll try to get up in the air as we get a few more rows and try to visually make it about the same height or same size. But once again, this is going to be another sorghum field. Yeah, and then what I think we'll do is we'll go sorghum one more time, get them both harvested, and then we'll go wheat and wheat, which will give us something different to harvest for a change for our chickens. And like I said, what we're going to do starting once they have their babies again, once they have their lambs and their chicks, then we're going to switch over to buying every month. We'll buy 1,000 of each, so that it'll still take 25 months to buy, or 20 months, but we'll be all right because we're going ahead by 2 months. I also started doing that, everybody, because of the simple fact that we're getting close now. I want to start pushing the series. There's that. There we go. There's the 10.5 and 10.5 is 21 meters wide. See, when you're just creating fields, you don't need a massive plow. Like everybody seems to think you got to have this. There we go. This massive plow. You don't really need it. You don't. I mean, I've already done 21 meters already, and it just kind of, this will be 31, 32, something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to think about it right now. But you can see now, 500 trees. We do own, get that on auto there. We own quite a bit. We're plowing right there. So we've got all this, but we're going to have probably one field here because that was pretty decent size. We'll go about to here. Or we'll go right where the 23 is and make it 2 fields there, possibly. And then I think, yeah, because that'll give us 1, 2, 3 grass fields. And if we have 3 crop fields, that'll be plenty. That's 6 fields. That's all you really need to make your, especially with the farm that we're doing. We're not really doing anything like crazy with cows or anything like that. We don't have to bale. We don't have to do anything special. So this is going to work out pretty well. And then we've always got something to harvest too. So at that point in time, when we come back for episodes, it'll be harvesting, and then it'll be, let's get this here and here. Perfect. It'll be like harvesting a crop field, and then grass field, and then crop field and grass field. And we'll try to mix it up with the crops that we have. Right now, I don't have to mow. I've got, let's see, I'll show you what we got in here for liters of food. 869,000. Only takes 20,000 liters. So we've got enough in there for about 4 years. We don't have to mow grass at all. But I thought about mowing it for maybe silage, just for something to do, something different to do. To throw in some different things. And then one of these episodes I'm going to come and I'm going to bring out the Brucks, because I did switch. I did, like we talked about, I was going the chainsaw, which is fast. It is super fast. But the Brucks is more efficient, like we talked about on Wednesday. We want to make our fields, our work now going forward as efficient as we can. And that's why I moved the line machine. You see how it had that little black ridge, but it's still flat. Isn't that neat? It's like a painted like black ridge underneath the map. Because remember, there was a giant hill here. See? That was what it looked like, and we brought it all the way down to flat. It does help having some sort of knowledge of mapping that you can do this with. There you go. And then I think what we'll do is along the edge of where the road is there, we'll plant some trees so you can't see it. So you can't get past the edge of it. We'll just not plant them, but we'll place them. Because we won't be using that road too much for anything that we need. So that's about there. I got to go about maybe 12, I think. We're on our 5th or 6th. And then we'll come and we'll double compost it like we did on that field that you guys witnessed. We'll double compost it, and then we'll lime it, and then we can seed it. The reason I'm going to lime it first is I want to be able to see where the seeds are. Now, with that air seeder, we're going to have to start in the middle of the field because we don't want to plant sorghum over the top of the other sorghum that's growing. I mean, you can. It won't hurt anything, but where you're going to run into problems with that one if you're not careful is when you go along like a grass field. And if you don't know exactly where the edge of the field is and how far it is, that's why I'm going to set up the this vehicle control add-on. Oops, I don't know why that does that. No. There. Cruise control. There we go. We are cruising right along with making this field. Yep. And then it'll be great. We'll have this field done. We should, by rights, by the time we get this episode done, we should have it plowed in, fertilized, limed, and possibly seeded with a 42-meter seeder. We can rock and roll. And then, like I said, off camera, we're going to take this property that we own, this big piece, and we're going to make it into two or three fields. I think realistically, where are we with in regards to the, I don't want to drive off the edge of the map. Where are we in regards to the 23? Oh, still a long ways away. Still a long ways. Just happened to notice them as I was driving by. That's the other disadvantage to cutting trees by hand, is that you get these little stumps sometimes because you're going so fast. The chainsaw is set up too fast for the. There we go. But we don't. The only thing now that we have to make money for, literally, we can work with the equipment that we have. The only thing going forward is buying property. That's it. Then once we own the whole map, we're then going to be able to dominate. But yeah, the Brux is a little bit slower than the chainsaw, but it's more efficient. Like, you can grab it and you can see what you're doing, and you can grab it and then just drive over. But we've been driving over to the trailer, and plus that trailer now holding 5 million liters, and that's the Piney Rud. That comes with the map. When you download this map, it comes with it. There's a bunch of equipment that the guy put in here, that poor boy modding put in here, that you get, and that was one of them. So I was like, hey, we'll use it. We'll use some of his equipment. But if you really want to really make money on this map, yeah, we're making a ton of money from wood chips. But what you would do is you would put the map comes with originally a lumber yard that makes. Let me turn my microphone just a little bit because it was crackling. There we go. It makes planks and stuff so fast that, and it doubles it. I think when I was reading the description, when you put it in there, it put 1,000 liters in. It makes 6,000 liters. It's the same thing as that open air garden down there that we have down at the other end that makes our seeds. So you put 1,000 liters of water in it, and it makes 6,000 liters of seed. There we go. I don't know how much more to go here. I do know, well, here's the best way to tell. We'll get up in the air so we can actually see what the difference is here. Get up high enough and then we'll compare them. We'll back up. Alright, so I think we're going to go just about to the terraform section. And then that'll be the next size field, because that'll be pretty close. Right now we're about, we're pretty close actually, because it's the same length down here. But if you take that and cut it straight, we've got about maybe 2 or 3 more passes to go. Oh, while we're here, we might as well grab another load of this, couple loads of this. It wouldn't let me dump it underneath. That's funny. There we go. See, now we can just pop over here every once in a while and just keep going. This is what I was talking about, being efficient. And then because that because that holds 3 million liters, or 5 million liters, you can just wait till it's full. And I could terraform this pretty close. Let's see how we're doing here. Look at that, 105,000, and it's barely ink. So it might hold 1 million liters. It might not. We'll see how much. Then you can just bring it over and you take a whole 1 million liters. Now our silo holds 30 million liters. Now what I figured is if we got 30 million liters of lime out of it, we're going to start just selling it after that. At that point in time, that'll be crazy. We'll never use that much. We'll just maintain a level of 30 million. You know what I mean? So yeah, look at how far. Like this was, like when we first started this map, everybody think 15 episodes ago, we were literally, this was all trees. And in 15 episodes, and you know what else I didn't show you? So I can show you here. Where's the settings? 35.05 hours, and I think we're at 20. Well, I played 3 and 3, so I played 6, so we're at like 28 or 29 hours, I think, last time, because it takes about 3 hours to get through a game day, so I played about 6 hours total. Not all at once. I played, an hour here, hour there, and that's why I like the every other day thing, because it gives me a chance to kind of still play Farm Sim, and I don't have any pressure of doing what I need to do off camera. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of playing the game, which is perfect. There we go. Yeah, so I think we're getting close now. We're getting close to be that size now. We'll go maybe, I think what I thought about doing is going just about, we'll put our road right here. One, two, three, four. That's the size road. And we'll go the road right here. That's what we're going to plow to. Now let's turn this just a little bit more, and we'll be able to go. There, we'll go right to the edge of that. That'll be our road. Because you can paint the road on, right? And then when you terraform it, the road stays. Done it. So we'll go one more maybe? Nope. I want to stay there. And then we'll come a little bit wider with the road. A little bit wider there. And so on and so forth. Now with these shadows here, you can't really, it's hard to see it with the shadows from the trees. But this road's a little bit wider than I normally make them. Normally I make them just 4 wide. But I've been having problems turning around, if you know what I mean. Well, this doesn't need to be this big. It really doesn't. Doesn't look good with it that big. So we'll keep it too wide. There. What happened here? Why did we get so wide? Oh, I see what happened right there. We decided to go crazy. So this will now be... That's the size road I want. There we go. We'll plow that in, so that way we know our line, and then we can change it because it'll be plowed in anyways. There we go. Now we'll go over there. We'll get that line pretty much done up. That way that'll be our field. That'll be our next field right there, and we'll trace it in, and we'll be ready to go. Now I've been making so much money that I literally hired a worker on that last field without even doing course play. I just hired a worker. That way he can finish. He was rolling, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna cut some trees while I'm letting him roll. I normally would just do everything myself, but it's getting to that point. 500 trees is a lot. Also, where the truck is, you can see where we did across the road there. where we cleared it off, that's the property line. It will not let me, and I'll show you so you guys know what I'm talking about. When you pull this out, turn the lumberjack mod on, and turn this one. Watch what it says. See? You're not allowed to cut this tree. That's our property line. So you can come down all the way down here. Not allowed to cut it. Not allowed to cut it. All these are the property line. So you can see, but if I go here, lets me cut it. So there, lets me cut it. Can't. That's our property line. So we can cut everything from this side. And that's how I do it. And I literally just go down and I stick it on a tree. Now, the brucks will do the same thing. The brucks, when you get to your property line, it'll say you're not allowed to cut this tree. So. And boom. Went a little wider than we needed to. That's okay. Makes it fun. There we go. I'd like to get this done here now. So we'll start concentrating on it. But, man, am I having a blast still. You know, even at 500 trees. And that's why the brucks works well. Because you literally drive up to... You guys have seen me. Drive up, it goes... Nee, and then it takes the wood chips away. It's kind of like the tree devourer with... The only thing that's not... I don't like about the tree devourer is it doesn't always count the tree. It doesn't. It'll go up and delete the tree and give you all the wood chips you want. But it doesn't count the tree. I'm a big one on numbers. So I have to be able to have it count the tree. That's the other reason I don't use the Trex. Now, I did use the Trex on Yukon Valley because there was just so many trees that I just didn't care about counting them. But when you are trying to do a goal where you're trying to clear the trees with number-wise and you're trying to get to that point, it's important that the machine counts for you. Now, I can edit it and I can fix it to where it counts the trees, but I don't want to do that. I've already edited enough mods. Now, let's see where this brings us. Bang, bang, bang. Yep. So, this will be our property line right here. There we go. And then we can just paint that right in. Like that. Quick like a bunny. Once we get done. And that'll come out a little bit different. And that's our property line. That'll be our next field. That's it. We made another field. And then I think we'll make another field this size over here when we get cleared down enough to make this size field. And I'll count. What I'll do is when we get ready, I'll count how many lanes it is. And then I'll make the field the exact same size. And that'll be we'll have 1, 2, 3 crop fields. 1, 2, 3 crop fields and 3 grass fields. That's plenty. That's plenty. Yep, that's our field. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. It's always precise in the beginning, and then once the field, then once we won't have to plow again. So. Go. That's awesome. Pretty big area. And then we'll trace it in and we'll see how much we got here. And I do believe it is going to be really close. Is that starting to snow? Yeah, we're in December. We're starting to snow, everybody. Hopefully it's still above freezing so we can plow, technically. Beautiful day though, if you think about it. Middle of December, and it's still going to be high of 50 degrees. That's pretty good. Not around my house. Around my house, it'd be like 12. Now, the other thing I have to be careful of is when we get ready to to cut those trees down there and terraform that over. I can't have the square or the circle too big because it will delete fields when you're flattening them. There we go. One more pass and the field has been plowed in. Then we'll trace it. We'll come out and we'll start getting some compost on it. Start getting some of that on here. Then we'll lime it. And then we'll try our seeding. We'll try our hand at that seeding. Now over here, I'm not worried about it being it. I'm worried about it spreading over there, over across the field. So it's going to be one of those things where we're going to have to guess. You know, we're going to have to guesstimate because it's a pain to get it right. Because it literally sprays everything. Now, I did research it and I did find out that the air seeders are really realistic. But what happens is afterwards you have to roll it. So we're gonna mimic that on this. That's why we got the big roller, 20-meter roller. Because once it's in the ground, then we got to basically compact it down with a roller. So I did research it for that goes. I've always just used a traditional drill, but they do make them. It's kind of weird because it will end up like it literally. I don't know. You'd think it'd blow everywhere. We'll keep that the same since it's good. All right, last pass of the field. And it's pretty close to the same size. Pretty close. It's within an acre. So we'll find out real quick when we get ready to trace it. But I think, yeah, I'm going to put some trees down there. And I'm thinking I'm going to take the guardrails and put them down there so we don't drive over it. So I'll put the guardrails up and then I'll put a bunch of trees behind the guardrails on the other side of the guardrails. So that way we can, or fence, one of the two. And that way when we look out here, it'll be like trees instead of that. That's not the end of the world. It looks like a limestone mine to me. I mean, you guys be the judge of that. You guys can see it too. Doesn't it look like it's like a limestone mine or something? There we go. And that. Get rid of that. Now I'll show you what we'll do now. We'll get on the outside of our field. Right there. Turn this on. We're going to turn this on. Turn that off so we can still turn. And now we're recording our course. Not our course, but our field. With the exception of, this is where a tractor comes in handy. Because you can go right to the edge of the field. We're going to have to go like this and kind of miss a little bit of it. So we're creating a field, not only plowing it in, but we're creating a field for course play as well. So if we ever decide to do course play, plus it shows on the map too, because we literally started with anything. But I'm just keeping my left tire there, my inside tire, directly on the edge of the map. Within reason. I mean, if you drive a little bit off of it, it's not the end of the world, but you got to think in terms of course play because you're making this so that your equipment will follow it, and it may miss the corners, but it's not the end of the world. So I always say go slow and steady. I actually learned this trick from my brother, so I'm going to give him a shout out for teaching me this because all those years ago when he taught me how to do this, it was pretty cool. I had no idea. There we go. I'm guessing about 6 to 6.5 acres. That's what I'm guessing. Now, when you get close like this, you don't want to touch your lines. You want to get just bang, just like that. Boom. And then you're going to stop it. And it's going to say, would you like to save it? Yes. You're going to get that off here. Then we're going to go to the little steering wheel right here. And we're going to rename it. Okay. Well, yeah. It's within an acre. Less than an acre. 7.25, 8.5. 1.25 acres more than what that was. It's pretty close. But look at that. It's pretty close. There you go. And that's our next field. There it is. So we got 5, 4, 4, 7, and 8. These two are pretty close to the same width, but it'll keep track of your roads and everything that you put in. See how the green is like the edge of the map? It's pretty dope. But when we started, everybody, there was all trees in here. This was all full of trees. Here we go. Now we'll go get this, and we'll go get our compost, and we'll start rocking and rolling with compost. Now we could technically use course play on that field because it recognizes it as a field now. That's what we did. We not only did that, but we did it for our sake of making it. So when we get ready, because this is an exact square field now, perfect. So when we get ready to do the next field over, I'll count how many passes it is, and then we'll make the next one exactly the same size as this. So our crop fields will be right around between 7 and 8 acres, which is perfect, like I told you guys before. Absolutely perfect. That's the size with a 13-meter header that you can get done in one episode or one day or whatever you want to call it. And what are we going to need next? Oh, we're going to need lime next, which is the white thingy here. Shut that down and go grab us our composter. I need that off. I'm doing that so I can see where I'm at. There we go. Because I got it on an angle. I couldn't get in there. All right, so let's drive down to the shop and grab us some of this. We could technically do it on regular speed. We could put it on, because you get 2 layers. You can put it on, lime it, put it on again, but then I wouldn't be able to see where my seed goes. I want the lime on the outside of the field. So we're going to do this double application again. That way I can lime it, and that way when the lime is on there, I can tell exactly where I've seeded. Because when you don't have it, we used it on St. Cali. One, not this particular mod, but we used one just like it. And you can't tell where you're going. So that's why you always go over lime. And I did test it. I went ahead off camera and seeded that grass field right there off camera. Oh, by the way, with that big hill there, so much better with a little seeder. You can go right up it now. But we could, for the sake of trying it one time, because I'm probably going to end up seeding it off camera, we could go, it depends. We went one time with this, and then one time, yeah, because you might, yeah, you know what? I think it leaves a manure texture. So let's try to do this regular. So we'll do it once, then we'll lime it, and then we'll do it again, and then we'll be able to see where we're going with it. Because I think it gives a manure texture, to be honest with you. Not on this one, it doesn't. This one just gives a fertilized state. But not sure. We'll be figuring it out on our own. Well, that snow is annoying. Can't really... It's making a not very good episode as far as like seeing what you got going on. How long is this supposed to snow for? Until 12. We might be about 20 more minutes. We'll be hopefully past it. There we go. Hopefully it'll stop. Because it's like it blows in. It's like blowing right at you, which is realistic. I mean, it's pretty cool. I just don't like recording with it like this. And I mean, not that it matters. It's still going to record it, but it's just gets annoying. Now, we're not going to be able to go all the way up because we're going to stop right there because it's going to hit the edge of the map. we go. At least going this way, you can kind of see where we were going. I thought it left manure texture, to be honest with you. Like when you're spreading manure normally, it leaves a different texture, but we're going to have to figure out where we're going with it, with the seed. And I'm hoping that the ridges in it, we'll be able to see where we're going. Because it is, even though it's an air seeder, they set it up where it's direct drill. There. Perfect. And I'll just got more passes of this, and we'll be wrapped up with the first layer of fertilizer. And then we'll come and lime it, which technically I could use the same machine for lime if I wanted, but it's easier just to keep one product in here. But TGIF to everybody. I hope you guys are going to have a big weekend planned. I hope you're going to enjoy yourselves. There's that. About 20,000 we used so far. Now this piece of equipment is absolutely real. I've actually seen it, except it doesn't spread manure. It only spreads fertilizer or lime. But yeah, I've seen it. They're massive. Massive in real life. Oh, really? Huh, that's cool. Shows it green. It's kind of neat. Now, technically, we could have put our GPS on, which we may do for the next one. See, when you keep your fields kind of smaller, and what I mean is underneath your 10 acres, because once you get to 10 acres, it tends to, oops, I'm not going wide enough there. There we go. It tends to get a little more difficult to get stuff done, especially if you're playing realistic. There, get that yawn out of the way. It's getting late for me here. Got a big day tomorrow. Finishing up the addition on our barn and getting the cows moved in. It's just a big deal when you got to move that many cows. It's nearly impossible to see any kind of what you're doing. Now, the lime will be all right because it'll turn everything white. So I had several of you ask how to use compost on a map. You have to get the mod, and it's on the mod hub. You have to get the compost mod, which adds compost to manure spreaders, fertilizer spreaders, and it also adds it to every map. So you have to get that mod, and then you can there's lots and lots and lots of mods out there to make compost. What I'm using is Stevie's mod. I've had it in my mod folder forever. I had it back when we were doing My Lands from Stevie. And I was using predominantly all of Stevie's mods at that point for factories. He's got a manure storage unit that's pretty cool. You put it on just like ours, a silo. And you put it down and it collects manure, but it's got a cover over it. It's pretty neat. Let's see if we can get this last row of that. And then it took us exactly 45,000 to do 50% fertilizer. Now, what's cool is once you get harvest the first time, I only had to fertilize that one time because it was at 50%. So it just dropped it down one level. So I only have to fertilize once. It starts to become very easy to do a field. This is going to be close, and we're not going to grab more until we get ready to do the second layer. Ooh. Ooh. Just that little bitty square we didn't do, but that's okay. It's all right. That won't mean the biggest difference in that. So this should say 50% now, and it does. There we go. And then we'll park it. Lime it. Come back and do this again. Now, I think what I'm going to do, though, is the lime, I think I'll get onto course play, I think, so that we can follow directly behind it with this thing. Okay, where's my tractor? Over here. Snow's got me mesmerized. Now, did I bring lime back? I can't remember if I brought it back or not. I think I might have. I think I might have brought some back. Yep, I brought some back. I knew I did. I knew I brought like 30,000 liters back. There, now we'll get... let's get him on course play. First waypoint, no course. We want to go. Let's go one headland with it. There we go. Look at 1-2 passes. That's it. Where's the first waypoint? Where did it start at? Oh, right there. All right. You better go start going there, buddy. There. Let's let him do his thing. He's probably going to run out, and we'll go back over and get our more compost and start spreading it right on there, right below him. We'll have to keep an eye on him because that's why I've got the Spectre mod down at the bottom. I can see how much lime he's got left. But the nice thing about those guys is they literally will turn around the way they're supposed to. If you get them set up. That's why I always trace the field, because that way they're following what they need to follow. And if we can we got about 8 minutes left. If we can get this fertilized again, then I'd like to be able to try that cedar. The other thing I may do, got an idea. Since this is only 24 meters, no. So it takes about 90,000 to do 9 acres. That's pretty cool. We could also upgrade this to 500,000. All right, so I'm going to go up and do the top one, and then go up and down with it, and then up and down on the bottom, and then turn the regular worker loose so that we can possibly get to seeding. Yeah, look how far he's almost done. That's why we traced it in, and we just made a course play course. I don't wanna. Almost drove through the crop. I hope he doesn't go over where I just did. He shouldn't, because he's running the course. Yep, he is. Go just wide enough. He's going to spread a little bit of lime on there, but that's okay. Should have plenty of room to turn around down at the other end, so. There. Have fun. All right, how's he doing? Where's my little dot there? There it is. I want to stop him. Can I please stop him? There. We should be finished. Come on, buddy. There. How do I? Where's my mouse button there? Where is it? Huh. Oh, there it is. There it is. There, that. There we go. Now, everybody's going according to plan now. Now we're going to grab that seeder and attempt to try to seed this over the top. I'm going to have to let him go. Oh, is he going to get stuck on something? Shouldn't. Maybe I should have done a headland down here. Now we got to drive down and get some seeds. We got about 3 minutes left, but it's about all it would take us to do it. I just want to try it once. So you can see you don't make a lot of lime, so we're probably going to end up selling most of that lime down there. All right, now we got to get this on sorghum. There it is. There. Using our seeds that we have made up. Just want to see if we can actually see where we're going. Well, so much for the snow to stop, huh? Now, it doesn't hold much, but at 42 meters wide, we should be able to crank this right out. And I do know that if you still have it raised up like this, you can go 30 miles an hour when you're seeding. We don't want to do that. We want to go our 12 or 11 or whatever it is. We'll set up our vehicle control add-on so that we're right on the edge of the field. So we want to go here. Get on the field first. I want to go detect with this. Should say 42 meters, and it does. Now, I'm going to go this, and I want to move it. Right up to the edge, about right there. Oh, we went the wrong way. This is the way we need to go. Otherwise, we've been seeding that. Good thing we caught that. Go a little bit shorter that way. Right. Right there. So we're going to be a little bit over, but I want to try this at least for one pass here. Yep, you can tell. Look at that. Oops. There we go. I forgot to lower it. There, you can actually tell where you're going. Neat. Harvesting sorghum, or spending it, doing it. So let's get to the end here, and as we do it, we'll say our goodbyes, and there we go. We're seeding it in already. This is going to work good. You just got to be careful of where you're seeding it. Like when we go to the next field, we're going to have to make sure that we're ready to go. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you right back here on Monday with another episode of the Empty Pockets Challenge. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to stop him there. We're going to come over here. We're going to stop him here. We're going to fire him. Goodbye. You're fired. You're fired. Get out. So there we go. Let's see what it says now. It should say needs rolling. Let's see. We'll check that really quick. And you can tell. What I like about that is you can tell. Still said good. It says needs rolling. So we'll take our big roller. We'll roll right over it. And we'll be done. We'll be done. All right. So that's awesome. All right, guys. And gals, I'll catch you guys all back here Monday with another episode. Thank you for coming and joining me. Thank you for all the wonderful comments. Keep them coming because I read them all. And you guys all have a wonderful afternoon.